All right, what's up? Haven't streamed in a while, so I'm back, and this time we're playing video games. Today, don't mind my graphics, don't mind my patch notes. Here's the thing about Magic. I feel like everyone who plays this game and makes videos about it or streams it hates fun. And I haven't seen everyone who plays this game, so before you come for me, I'm sure there are people out there who love fun who play this game, but everyone that I have seen who's like a mainstream arena player does it for the meta. And I have to say, I think metas are really soulless. So I'm here to have fun. I'm here to be silly. I'm here for some laughs. And that starts with my favorite deck, which is my Liliana deck. Let me show you. It's this one right here. I have tweaked this deck lovingly and with care over many plays. Here we go. It's mono black. And how this started, the backstory to this deck is that silly hours. Thank you. I appreciate that. How I made this deck is I played against this player once who had their username was like Lovecraft's Lament, something like that, and they had a mono black horror deck. And I thought it was awesome. I thought the theme was so sick, and the cohesion of just everything they were doing was awesome. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a Lovecraft's Lament deck in honor of this person and make it horror themed. But then I noticed that it had some accidental really good zombie synergy. And I threw a couple Liliana cards in there because she's creepy and wonderful. And it was working really well. So I was like, okay, well, let me draw this out into a greater Liliana-themed deck. But I'm going to keep some of the elements of the original Lovecraft's Lament deck that I had going that were working really well. So this deck is called Liliana Lovecraft because it's like a merge of those two things. But it is, in my heart, a Liliana deck. So no changes. Thank you very much. Let's do this. I haven't played a lot of... Thank you. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much. Liliana's my favorite, I think. Her and Elspeth. I haven't played a lot of ranked with this deck yet. So we're still in bronze. We're still babies, okay? I think the farthest I have ever made it, ever, is diamond. And that was with a shrine deck. So we're just going to try. What I find is that people hate this deck, typically. And I don't blame them because it's a lot of shutting things down before they even get started. Like, they'll play creatures, especially green players. They play creatures and I kill their creatures. They play more creatures and I kill their creatures. And it's just really sad for them. Sad to be bad, you know? Sad to be bad. So first thing out of the gate here, I don't have a lot of like low cost cards, but this entire deck is pretty much low cost cards, so it doesn't matter. It'll all come together in the end. Here we go, mono green. I think they're gonna be really sad when I kill all their creatures. It's chill though. Start with like a solid, just kill the first one. So I have Oath of Liliana, which is when they sacrifice a creature. Sacrificing is really good because it doesn't matter if they have wards on their creatures. It doesn't matter if they have like hexproof. They're sacrificing their own creature, so it bypasses all that, which is perfect. So yeah, Oath of Liliana. Fleshbag Marauder is great because every time you play it, you sacrifice it and they sacrifice someone, and then you can just bring it back a bunch of times and use it to make them sacrifice creatures over and over again. People don't like that typically, so we'll play that one next. And what I should have done is played my Stone of Eric first, because that exiles their creatures, but we're still in bronze. We can make these mistakes, right? It's not a big deal. Insidious Fungus, so they're getting low on cards. I don't have any more removal right now, but this Polluted Bonds card is great because this is anytime they play a land, they lose life, I gain life, I'm profiting off of their loss, they get irritated. Perfect, right? They get flustered, they make bad decisions, I win. There we go, right there. And a lot of green players love to play a lot of land and like bring land back from their graveyard. So then I just like leech off that for days. Oh, clicked out of my window. So Unstoppable Slasher, every creature in this deck is very meticulously chosen. Unstoppable Slasher is great because first of all, she's a zombie, so goated. Second of all, Death Touch, double goated. Third of all, anytime she dies, she comes back automatically. I don't even have to do anything. So, triple goated, right? Ooh. I hate Silverback Elder. You know why? Because Silverback Elder destroys artifacts and enchantments. And that's bad. Okay, here we go. Do it! Do it! They lose their creature. That's good for me. That's good for me. She comes back. That's good for me. Creature exiled. Good for me. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Okay. There's a lot happening here. Ooh, okay. Accursed Marauder, that's the same thing as the other one, but it costs less. So Accursed Marauder, throw that one in there. They have to sacrifice someone. I'm sacrificing him, of course, so I can bring him back. If the Unstoppable Slasher dies while it has the chains on it, it doesn't come back. So I'm going to try to preserve it until it's at least, like, not tapped anymore. But yeah. Anyway, what are you guys up to? How's your, oh God. Okay, they're about to destroy something of mine, so I'm going to use the effect of this stone to exile their graveyard and draw a card before they get a chance to destroy the stone so I can't use it. Great. Oh, a swamp. That's fine. How's your day going? How's your... Is it Tuesday? Wednesday? I don't know. Ooh, okay. Here's another one. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, I have something weird on the chat. Hold on. I think it's my color block. There we go. I'm still getting used to streaming. Okay, so I might make some mistakes. But how's your Wednesday? How's your week been? My week has been long, but also really fast. Okay, Lord of the Accursed. Other zombies you control get +1/+1. Thank you. I don't have a thank you equipped in my emotes, so I'm just gonna say yeehaw. That works, right? Yeah. Chat, what would you say if you couldn't say thank you? And all you had to choose from was howdy, tarnation, yeehaw, or pondering. I think yeehaw, right? What are they doing? This is so much. There's so much going on. There's so much going on. So at this point, it's like, is it worth it to stay in this game when I have no cards in my hand? They have no cards in their hand. They're gonna like kill me on the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and block them. Let's just stay. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh man. Yeah, it's a land. Okay. GG. I feel like this was a really bad first game for you. This deck is better than that. It's better than that, okay? It's better. It's better than that. So let's give it another shot. I'm gonna keep track, actually, of how much winning I've been doing. Oh my god. I have no paper. Oh my god. Oh my god. I guess I'll do it on my phone. Oh my god. Okay. Notes. So that's one loss. And I figure if we're like 6 or 7 wins out of 10 games, we're probably doing good enough to rank up pretty high. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to keep track of that. 1 loss, no wins. That's okay. That's okay. Let's try again. That was a really good green deck. Okay. They had a lot going on, and I respect that. I respect anyone who has the wherewithal to add a lot of removal to their deck, because a lot of people don't. And then I just stack enchantments. And no one can ever do anything about it. And it's like, well, you didn't come prepared. You didn't come prepared. Okay. Right off the deck, bat. On deck, right off the bat, we have Rotten Reunion, which is a 1-cost, Tithing Blade, Waste Not, Palantir of Orthanc. Rotten Reunion is really good because that gets stuff exiled out of their graveyard. And if it's someone who likes to pull stuff from their graveyard, that's handy. Waste Not. Whenever an opponent discards cards, I get stuff. That's good. Pretty much with every card I have, I try to get something from it. And if I'm not getting something from it, why do I have it, right? Why is it here? Okay, perfect. Virtue of Persistence. -3/-3 on this guy. Gain 2 life. Easy. Nothing to exile, so I'm not going to do Rotten Reunion yet. Chat, if this was your deck, what would you play next? I feel like I gotta get that Palantir out there. I gotta get the Palantir out there because that stacks. And people who don't know what it is are really stupid with it. And then it's an easy win. Let's go. Yeah, let's do that. Spectacle of Destruction on top. Land on the bottom. I have so much land in this deck. And sometimes I feel like all I get is land. Okay, they fell for it. Spectacle of Destruction in the graveyard. They lost 2 life. Oh no! My orb. I really like that one. Okay, great. Let's hit him with the Tithing Blade, sacrifice the creature, get it out of there. And then Rotten Reunion on their Banishing Slash, get a zombie. So we really fall into this flow of like killing guys, making zombies, gaining life. Killing guys, gaining life, making zombies, gaining life, making zombies. Etc. Etc. Chat, what's your favorite color to play in Arena and why? Let's go Liliana Scrounger. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died, you can put a loyalty counter on a Liliana. I don't have any down right now, but it's a really cheap 3/2. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think my favorite color when I started playing Magic was white. That was my first favorite. And the first multicolored deck I ever made was black-white. Because black-white's cool. Alright, let's get in there with the Black Cat. Let's get in there with the Rotten Reunion. Okay, go for it! Every creature they lose strengthens my position. Even though they have more cards than me. Plus with Virtue of Persistence, once I lay that down, I can take their creatures from their graveyard. I'm seeing a theme here. They really like their weapons. But I'm gonna chump them with the black cat. Make them discard a card. Weaken their position. Green is the best color? Why? Why? Defend your case. Green is not even on my radar. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. The correct answer is black and white are tied at the top for best. Green is in the middle. Red is below that. Blue is not on the list because blue is not good. Because the creatures have moxie? What do you mean? What does that mean? You're not wrong. But what does that mean? Okay, here we go. Block them with the black cat, chat. Discard, 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 discard. And it's at random too. They don't even get to pick what they discard. It's just like whatever. I love that. Okay, great, great, great. Board wipe. Gotta have a few board wipes in there. If you want your deck to make it at all in this world, you have to have some board wipes in there. And if it can be more than just creatures, that's even better. That's even better. Oh, welcome back. Hey. Yeah. Honestly, I think the biggest flaw of this deck is that I don't have enough like board wipes that affect more than just creatures. You know what I mean? Like enchantment and artifact wipes. And I do think that that's something green does really well. They can do really specific like enchantment wipes, stuff like that. But at least a creature board wipe. That's like basic. If you don't have that, you're not going to make it very far. In my experience. But I also have only ever gotten to Diamond. So I'm not the best Magic player. But that's why we're here today. We're here to get better. Oh my god. Guys, I think it's going to be over for me if I don't come up with a solution to this problem. Oh my god. That's so beefed. That's so beefed, man. Yes! Oh! Okay. Chat, do you see this? Do you see this? Come on. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. God, they're just gonna make another token and put everything back on the token and all my hard work will have been for nothing. Ah. Oh, yes. Okay. How many times are we gonna do this? Get out of there! Get out of there! They're relentless. Like, draw land. Draw land and let me catch my breath. Okay, draw land. Oh. Oh my god. That's so many swords. That's 3 whips, 2 swords, 1 giant warhammer. Chat, can you imagine being this person? You're out in the field and your commander's like, yeah, I need you to carry 3 whips, a hammer, and 2 swords. Okay. This is our shot. This is our shot to save this game, okay? I think if we start with Defiled Crypt... Oh, do we even have a creature that would be cheap enough to play if we brought it back from the graveyard? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Play Cadaver Lab. Return the Black Cat. Play the Black Cat. Right? Right? Did I do the right thing? Oh my god. I hope I did the right thing. You get down to the wire in these games, and it's like... I hope I did the right thing. Because there are so many good choices to make. Yeah, man. Some kind of, like, equipment wipe would be so perfect right now. Artifact. There's a red, white, black, I think. Is it my turn? There's a red, white, black card called Ruinous Ultimatum. Okay, hold on. I think we can work this. Try that. No, it didn't work. It's over. Thank you for a good game. There's a card called Ruinous Ultimatum that's a red, white, black that I think would be perfect for something like this because it destroys all permanents that your opponents control. Period. All permanents. Well, non-land permanents. Okay, so that's another loss. 2 losses. It's fine. It's fine. We're just on a bad streak right now. It's fine. This doesn't mean we're bad, chat. It's fine. Okay. I really wish there was something like that for a mono black deck. Should we just like peek really fast? Let's just peek and see if there's anything that we could use. I have so many decks and I never play any of them. Let's search all. Let's search the word all because we're looking for something that destroys all permanents. I'm going to switch this back to the other view so I can see these a little bit bigger. Dun, 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 dun. Doomfall? No, that's only like one thing. Hero's Downfall is one thing. Ooh. Okay, Phyrexian Scriptures is just non-artifact creatures. So that's not what we're looking for. All creatures get -X/-X. That's also just creatures. Invasion of Fiora is just creatures. Creature cards from graveyard. And then everything else is multicolor. Or could there be something neutral? Okay, I don't think so. Let's search permanents. Ooh, Phyrexian Obliterator. They sacrifice permanents. Should we try that? Let's try it. Let's just like throw it in there. See what happens. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're almost at the 250 card limit for number of cards you can have in a deck. So we'll just try that. And I know the screen says you don't need more than 60 cards in a deck for it to be really good, but I disagree. You should have as many cards in your deck as are fun to play with. And I like my deck because it's like all my favorite cards. It's like every card that I love to play is in this deck. So it's just a pleasure. It's just a pleasure. Okay, so we have 2 cost, 3 cost, 3 cost, 3 cost, 5 cost, 2 lands. I think we'll be fine. Famous last words. Anyway, we have a Crystal Barricade on the field. Let's just throw in a Cursed Marauder for good measure. Just for good measure. Get that going in the graveyard, save it for later. Tasty little treat. Come back to it. This guy looks like a red, white, blue, which is bold. Because what can you even do with a red, white, blue? What can you even do with a red, white, blue? America. Flying? I feel like it's going to be a bunch of birds. Chat, new prediction. It's going to be a bunch of birds. Just birds. Do you think I'm right? What was this? Walls and birds. Walls and birds. Guess we'll see. All right, it isn't looking good. We're not getting land. I was hoping we get more land. But games have been won on 2 land, right? Right, chat? You can win a game on 2 land, right, chat? Right, chat? Tell me you can win a game on 2 land, chat. Is that one card that I added gonna throw off my entire land balance for this entire deck? And just as a reminder, we're sitting at 2 losses so far. We're aiming for 6 wins out of every 10 games played. And all we have is 2 losses. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, how's y'all's Wednesday going? I now have to discard. Who do we discard? I think we discard the highest cost card because that's the one we're going to be least likely to be able to play, right? Discard the highest cost card. Ideally, it would be a creature. Because you can bring the creatures back. But these creatures, I don't know. You know, there's no, like, boon, really. I don't know. Maybe I should have discarded those. I don't know. You have to make your choices, and you have to own them. Right? You have to make a choice. When you have 2 good options or 3 good options, you have to make a choice, and you have to say, this is my choice. I'm going to make it the best choice because that's the choice that I made. Right? That's the choice I made. So I have to tell myself that's the best choice, or I'm going to go crazy. Because I can't go back and make another choice. Right? All right, bringing the 9 Lives Familiar. I personally love this card because I have 2 black cats. So, black cats are the best. They're the best. They're the best. Look at it. Look at it. Have you read the flavor text too? Her master gathered the bones to resurrect her, only to find her purring on the altar. I love that. And if you kill my cat, you hate fun. And you hate cats. That's always what I think with the cat cards. So we finally have 3 land, which means we can play just about everything that we have. Chat, are you one of those people who likes to put your cards in order in your hand? Oh my god. I feel like if my cards aren't in mana value order, I like get lost and I don't know what I'm looking at. Is that just me? Am I just like scattered? Okay, what do they have down? They have a bunch of like protection. So I'm gonna play my Liliana of the Dark Realms and just like stack my land. Just mind my own business, stack my land. They obviously don't want to be messed with. They don't want to be attacked, so we won't worry about it. We won't worry about it. Let's just like stay in our lane and like build our own empire for a little while and not mess with what they have going on. Oh, gross. What's that? Ew. Okay, but do they have life gain? Do they have life gain? They have the Cosmos Elixir, right? Gain 2 life and scry 1. So here's what we're going to do about that. There's something for everything in this deck. First of all, we play our land. Obviously. Tainted Remedy. If an opponent would gain life, they lose that much life instead. Put that down. They're not going to like that very much. They're going to remove that as soon as they can, if they can. But that's fine. I have like 4 of those in this deck. So we'll just grab another land. Hold on to that. Mind your own business. Let's see what they do. Ooh, gain 1 life. Did you see my Tainted Remedy? Did you see it? Do you know about that? What's this? Ew, what is that? Create a red and white creature token. They're just gonna make tokens? You're just gonna make tokens? No. Alright, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I have stuff for that. I have stuff for that. Okay, play land. All this stuff is kind of about creatures, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Let's just grab another land. Grab all these lands. The more lands I grab now, the fewer I might draw, which helps me, because I don't want to just be drawing a bunch of land and fluffing it up. And yeah, we'll just chill. We'll just chill for a minute. Oh, it makes 2 tokens. It makes 2 tokens, chat. Because of the Anointed Procession. Fine, make your tokens, I guess. White players love tokens. Oh. Can we just talk about, though, how this is the best Liliana? Have you seen this card? I feel like no one uses this card. Ooh. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Okay. She looks so good though, right, chat? She looks so good. She looks so good.
I have just the trick for this.
Me when I walk into the kitchen and see that my husband has eaten the last of the Cool Ranch Doritos, and I'm like, really? You didn't save any of that for me? Really? You didn't save any of that for me? The Cool Ranch, the best flavor? Anyway. I see a lot of token generation going on here. I see a lot of tokens. Ooh, okay. We have creatures on the board, which means we can finally do something. So, let's go for a Cursed Marauder first. Sure. Sacrifice it. Oh, non-token creature. That's my bad. That's my bad. I'm not going to say that's my bad. I know there's like a thing you can say when you're like, whoops, my bad. I don't say that though, because I take ownership of my choices. I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose to get it to the graveyard. It's not a big deal. We don't need to talk about it. It's not a big deal. Grab another swamp, just for fun.
I command death itself.
Good to go. Don't talk about it. I did it on purpose. Oh man, they're just gonna make a ton of tokens. This is not gonna be very fun. Chad, I feel bad. I said this was my best deck, and you're not seeing that today. But you know how it is with like the luck of the card draw? And also your opponents. And also, when I say this is my best deck, I mean I play a lot. I don't do ranked. So if this is my best deck in play, I'm hoping that it can get good in ranked. Oh, if I block them, it's not going to kill them because they have the shield. I'm going to block them anyway because this cat comes back. I'm just not getting good cards right now.
Oh, your bravery is adorable.
Oh, your bravery is adorable.
Hone your prowess.
Yes, okay, cat's back. Lose life. We should just play a bunch of creatures and get them to lose all their life off that Authority of the Consoles. All right, here we go. Oh no, it's a land! Oh my god. Oh my god. Chat. Be honest. Do we have a chance here? Should we cut our losses? Do we even have a chance? Let's play Ghoul Raiser, I guess. Let's play Ghoul Raiser. I guess. Return a zombie card at random. I hope it's the one. That's not the one I was hoping it was. That's okay. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Let's just do it for fun. Let's bring back the Flesh Bag. My friend Flesh Bag. Let's bring him back. Let's get a creature out of there. Let's get... Yeah. You want to kill the ones that have a good effect so that when they come back and you get that effect, it like stacks. Okay. Find a swamp. Not that we need more swamps. This round is a garbage fire. But it's okay because I bet we're going to lose this one and then we'll win the next 4. That's my prediction. Do you think I'm right? Oh my god. This is so much. This is so much. Howling Mine! Oh my god. This is like really chaotic.
You wish
Okay,
you had
first
a
of all,
fraction
nice.
of my power.
First of all, nice on that, because the more Lilianas, the better. She looks good. You don't have a swamp card.
Witness my power.
You don't have a swamp card. How are you gonna use this card? I feel like they didn't think this through. Oh my god. Oh, it has trample. I should have blocked one of the ones with toxic chat.
I'll be even more
Don't come for
powerful
me.
next time.
I'm still warming up. We're warming up, okay? Oh my god, this is so bad. Okay, I'm calling it here. I'm not a quitter, but I'm calling it here because I value y'all's time. This one's on them. I have nothing. Okay, so it's 3 losses. It's a casual 3 losses. It's not a huge deal. Oh, work chat. Sorry. Okay, great. Okay, great. The great thing about bronze is that you don't really lose your rank because you're already at the bottom. So it's only up from here. 500 gold. Let's just all reset. Let's reset. Let's take a little detour to the store. What's in the store today? Gold! I love gold. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Hello? Thank you very much. I'll take that gold. I appreciate it. Got some black cards in the store. But I never play with those cards, so I'm not going to waste my money on it. Chat, are you feeling ready to dive back in? I think this next round is going to be it for us. I think we're going to do great. Okay? Okay? Can we get a little positivity? We're going to do great. We're going to do great. Okay. Leyline of the Void. Perfect start because I don't have to pay for that one. It's on the board for free. This isn't ideal, but I'm going to take a leap of faith that I'll get another land and I'll be able to play my stuff. I have a pretty good land split in this deck. Pretty good. So we'll see. But at least you get to see something different. My Curse-bound Witch. I love her. She's my best friend. This is how I feel like at the end of a work day. And I've been like go, go, go all day. And I've had to respond to messages and like be in meetings. And I'm like, I vibe with that. Here we go, another land. It's perfect. We're doing good. We're doing good. Strong start. They have nothing down. Strong start. Black, white. Maybe we have a chance. Maybe we have a chance. Oh my god, who's texting me? Who's texting me? Okay, please leave me alone. Let's get the 9 lives familiar in there. Sometimes it's like a million little needle pricks that gets them in the end. If I just get a bunch of 1/1s out there and just like poke them. Who knows? Who knows? They fell for my trap card. My trap card. So, okay, the smart thing to do would be to get a cheap card so that we could play it right away. But what I want to do is get Cruel Reality because that card's really good. So I'm going to do that. That card's really good. That card is like broken. That's why it's a 7 cost. But I like what I like. Okay? I like what I like. Sue me. Sue me. Okay, we can play Tainted Remedy. So let's get that in there. They made a food token. So if they use the food token, they'll lose life instead of gain life. So yeah, I will just keep our cat to defend us. 9 lives familiar is like the best defense because it can die so many times. It can die so many times. Okay, and it just comes back, obviously, and it's there for you, okay? It's such a good chump blocker. Like this, right now. Right now. Easy 3 damage off me. Okay, chat, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. We need more land. I'm gonna play Baleful Mastery and exile the one with flying, because that's the one that I can't block. I know it's not the one with the most power, but it's the one that I can't block, so it would do the most damage, really. So I'm gonna get that one out of there. And pray that we get a land next turn. Or something we can play. I have so many like 1 and 2 cost cards in this deck, and I just feel like for some reason I'm not getting them. I'm not getting them. Chump it. Easy. Chump it. Chat, if this was you and you had this hand, let's say we get a land next turn. We get a land next turn. We can play one of these 3 cards. What are you playing? What are you playing? I feel like... Okay, well, we didn't get a land, first of all. So we'll do Graph Harvest, which doesn't really apply yet. But once we get some zombies down, it will. Okay. Now that we have that down, I think I would play Erebos. Because Erebos is indestructible. As long as your devotion to black is less than 5, it isn't a creature. It's more than 5, so he would be a creature. And it doubles down on the opponent's can't gain life, just in case they were to remove my Tainted Remedy. Because no one, especially white players, no one likes Tainted Remedy. So he's a good backup to that. And this deck is a lot of backups. It's a lot of like, you have a couple core mechanics that work really well, and then you have a lot of different iterations of that on the board in this deck. So it doesn't really matter who we block here. They're exactly the same. Just gonna block whoever. So for example, opponent can't gain life. We have it in the enchantment, we have it in the creature. It's an indestructible creature. Enchantments are hard to get rid of unless you have something that specifically targets enchantments. So that's like a double down right there. It's a lot of like keeping the opponent from gaining life, making them sacrifice things that are important to them, making them discard, just kind of being that force that like you're making your opponent suffer and then you're profiting off of that suffering. And here's that land. Here's that land, chat. You already know what it's gonna be. You already know what it's gonna be. Sad I didn't get your perspective, though. Yeah, and I love indestructible stuff. I love indestructible stuff because so many people don't think about exiling. They don't think about it. They just think about like, okay, if I have board wipes that are like destroy all creatures, if I have like destroy this, destroy that, I'll be fine. That'll be enough to cover whatever. But then you get the indestructible stuff and it's like, I hope you have something to exile it with or you're going to be really sad. Sad, bad, sucks to suck, get good. Right. Although, okay, two things that are interesting here. Two things that are interesting. Number one, it looks like Erebos triggered his can't gain life effect before Tainted Remedy triggered its. So this player losing life isn't happening because I have my Erebos down. I've never noticed that before. That's a really interesting kind of conundrum. And this deck, I would say the weakness that this deck has is that there are a couple things like that where if you get the right combination of cards down, or I guess it would be the wrong combination, then, hold on. Most of these effects aren't going to trigger because they can't gain life, so it doesn't really matter who I kill. So I'll kill this one. What was I saying? I've never noticed that. And, okay, yeah, so for example, I have a lot of cards that pull stuff out of my opponent's graveyard, but I also have a lot of cards in this deck that exile their graveyard, right? Because my thought is if I'm exiling their graveyard, they can't pull anything from it if they have like a graveyard deck. But then if I get something that would pull something from their graveyard, I don't get to use it either because I exiled their graveyard. So it's like hard in that way. So this is like, yes, I have my bases covered in that there are two ways they're not going to gain life. But if this one is going first, then I'm not getting my extra bonus effect of them also losing life. So it's hard. It's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. Let's go for Raider's Wake. I love that one because it's like cyclical. Like you attack, they have to discard. If they discard, they lose life. It stacks. I'm gonna attack with my kitty. With my kitty. What was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh, the other thing is, I feel like there's been an update at some point where if you like minus an indestructible creature, it kills it. Right? Like, I feel like before, if you gave a creature like say someone gave my Erebos Overkill minus 999. I feel like at this point that would remove it from the board. But I feel like there was a time before where that wasn't happening. And you could like, it could go into the negatives and it would be no big deal. It would stay there and it would still regen at the next turn. But no, I'm not sure. So I feel like I have to test it. I don't know. Have you noticed anything like this, chat? I have no idea, actually, if you guys are Magic players. But what I am going to do is get my Crypt Feaster in there. Yeah, okay. Attack with the 9 lives familiar. And I think Raider's Wake is if you attacked. So it doesn't matter if it was if you did damage, it's if you attacked. Discard! Get out of there! Get out of there! What have they even discarded? Ooh. I recognize this deck. Oh, good game. Bye. We won! Yay! Didn't I say this is going to be our round? Rank up, rank up, rank up. Let's go. Ooh, 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 do, 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 do. So we're at 1 win. 3 loss. 1 win. You see it? Do you see it? 3 loss, 1 win. This is our comeback, chat. This is our moment. This is our moment. I'm sure we're at least going to make it to silver today. I would be really surprised if we didn't make it to silver today. I recognize that deck. That's a pre-con. I think I have that deck. It's a pretty good deck, I think. Vampiric Hunger. I think that's the deck that they were using. if you look at it, Hinterland Sanctifier, Healer's Hawk, Moment of Craving. Oh, I can't use this one because I added my own card. So if we get that out of there, I think this card becomes legal again. This deck becomes legal again. Fiendish Panda. Yeah, I remember this deck. I like it because it's a black-white, and I really like black-white. But Precon is a Precon, and it doesn't have that special something of the decks you make yourself. And the Precons are really like, if you get used to it, then you just always have something for it. And since everyone is playing the Precon decks, especially the new people, I feel like anyone more experienced just gets used to seeing that deck and then like comes up with their solutions for it. And then it's like, okay, well, this is old news. Everyone has seen it. That's why you gotta stay sharp. You gotta make your own thing. No one will see you coming. It's so unexpected. And I love that. I have a lot of decks that are very, like the themes are weird. I do it around a theme. And so then they're full of cards that are just, like they seem like they wouldn't go together, but because I did it around a theme, like cats and dogs, or like shrines. I had one theme that was like all royalty. So I was using all the like king and knight and like castle cards. I had one that was all, oh God, I hate that card. Ew, I hate that card. Chat. Chat, I hate that card. Dreadhorde Invasion, here we go. I think I had one that was food themed. I had one that was, did I already say cats and dogs? I have one of my favorite decks is called Style, and it's just all of the cards that I think are badass. Like, you know the gemstone cards, like Pearl, Amulet, stuff like that. Just throw it in there because it looks good. And you're like, what would a really stylish person look like or do or wear? And so like that's the theme. Oh, real quick, here we go. Flesh bag. Hit him with the flesh bag. Don't clip that. Anyway, so I feel like it keeps people really on their toes, which is fun. That's like the fun of the game. Everyone's playing the metas. Nice. I love an Elspeth Planeswalker. Everyone's playing the metas. Everyone's playing the game to just win the game and get the rewards and get the cards.
You've earned my blessing.
But what if you didn't care about any of that? Chat, what if you didn't care about winning? Okay. Let's go Cemetery Recruitment, because between these two, Forever Young and Cemetery Recruitment, they do essentially the same thing, but I think I get more out of this one. So I'll return this one to my hand, draw a card. Great, it's another swamp. That's fine. So, Stone of Eric, exile their creatures. We'll call it good. Call it good there. We'll see how fast they ramp this deck. Sometimes mono white can be really... Hello? Hello?
Have courage!
I'm out of focus.
So long as I am
There we go. There we
you
go.
will be protected.
Have courage indeed, Elspeth. Have courage. Oh my god.
To the skies!
Sorry for the background noise. If you can hear that. I don't know if you can or not. Okay. Flesh bag in. It doesn't matter. Maybe I fumbled that. Maybe I fumbled that. Put it on top. Draw a card. Oh. Wait, they sacrificed the one that was gonna get me. Why would they do that? They sacrificed the 7/7. Probably because this is the one that makes those. Okay, we're not going to attack. We're going to hold off. We're going to hold off. You ever just, like, need to stretch?
Ready arms!
Oh, this is a moment that I wish I had my lose life stuff for them. Oh, God. Hello? Okay. What I'm gonna do now... I need life gain. So I'm gonna do Exquisite Blood, I think. It's kind of hard. We're at what I would call a turning point in the game right now, where I'm low, I'm losing. But if I play the right thing, I can like get really close to dying and then bounce back. I'm hoping Exquisite Blood is going to be that for me because I think it might be Painful Quandary. But I'm going to say Exquisite Blood. We're just going to own it and go for it. And I'm going to go for Elspeth. They're going to block me. It's fine. Should I have not attacked and kept my guy available to block in case they beef someone at the last minute? Probably. But this is how you learn, right? Man. What was my goal today? My goal today was to get to... What comes after bronze? Silver? My goal today was to get to silver. So I'm really hoping that before the end of the stream today, we can get to silver. But I'm like so nervous right now. If this deck gets to silver, I will be so proud. I will be so proud. Because I didn't make this deck to be like a high-ranking deck. I just wanted it to be fun. So I think that's what's cool about like playing with the deck over time, building that relationship with it, getting to know it, trying it in a lot of different circumstances. Like as you tweak it and make it better, if you're able to reach those goals that you would have for like a meta deck, incidentally with this enjoyable, fun, unique and different deck that you've just made out of like labor of love, then it's really, really fun. I think that's extra fun. And that's like, it keeps it a game. That's fun to play. And you play and you're not working. You're not like grinding. And, you know, it just like stays good. Dang, they let me hit. I wonder if they're AFK. I don't care how we get to silver, okay? I just want to get to silver. I just want to get to silver. Chat, if you guys are Magic players, do you have silver decks? Do you have silver decks? Do you have diamond decks? Do you have mythic decks? I swear, every time I watch like a YouTuber who has a mythic deck, I'm like, that looks like the most unfun deck I've ever seen. It's probably fun to feel like you're winning and like you made it all the way to this really high rank. I do get that sense. In the sense that like if you play blue, and don't tell anyone I said this. Chat, this is between you and me. If you play blue, it's probably nice to be like playing your cards all the time and like flowing with everything and like, ooh, I'm gonna play this card on their turn, this card on my turn, this card on their turn, la 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 la, draw cards, play cards, I'm flowing, la la la. But at the end of the day, you're a blue player. You know what I mean? Like, you still hate fun. Like, I don't know. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I might be getting too deep into this. Okay, so that's a win. We only need 2 more wins to make it to silver. 2 more wins to make it to silver. Okay, so 2 wins. So we played 5 games. We've lost 3. We've won 2. 2 wins makes it to silver. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, and just FYI, these are the achievements I'm working on. Deal 350 non-combat damage to players over any number of games. Which, dealing damage is different from losing life, right? I'm pretty sure. I think dealing damage is like, deal 1 damage to player versus like player loses 1 life. So that's kind of where it gets me. Because I'm always like, player loses life, right? Order and Justice, cast 250 soldier or angel spells. I don't think I'm getting any closer to that. But it looks like my number's going up. Maybe I have like some zombie soldiers or something. I don't even know. Okay. Ooh, 4 lands. Leyline of the Void in the opening hand. Chat? I have a good feeling about this. I have a good feeling about this. Swamp on the board. You know what it is, too? I feel like the Leyline cards intimidate people. Anything that you can get down that, like, intimidates someone, like, ooh, they have so much on the board already, first turn, then they're like, I don't know if I want to invest the time in this. And that's what I'm banking on. And that is, like, the main difference that I've seen in ranked. It seems like everyone's really committed to staying in the game no matter what happens, obviously, because it's ranked. But oh, mono green. I feel like the trick with mono green is to keep them from ramping up if you can. I see a lot of green decks put down like your Llanowar Elves or Elysian Caryatid. Those really low cost like mana giving cards, Galagreeters. Excuse me. I wanted that. Rude. 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 You know, and it seems like they put those cards down, they're not very threatening, they'll be like a 1-2. So you're like, I can ramp up, I can focus on my own thing, I can just like take my time. But that is where they get you. That's where they get you, because if you let a green deck have one of those little mana givers, they ramp up their mana so fast, and then before you know it, it's Gigantosaurus on the board. Sorry. Sorry. It's Cultivator Colossus. Just kidding. No one in this game is cool enough to have Cultivator Colossus. You never see that card. I wish. I would like concede the game if a green player laid down Cultivator Colossus. I'd be like, no, you're cool. You earned that one. Yeah. No, they'll sneak you with it. They'll just sneak in there and get those huge cards down. And unless you have something to get those creatures gone, you better freaking pray. You better pray that they have mercy on your soul. I really like this card. Side note, look at her face. Look at her like... Liliana brings such drama, and I'm here for it. I appreciate that. She's like... Chat, have you seen the War of the Spark trailer? Chat. chat, have you seen the War of the Spark trailer on YouTube? If you haven't, you should go watch it right now, because that's like the best. I would almost put that in like a short film category. There's nothing in my graveyard, so let's play this one. And we'll hold off. We'll hold off. We'll guard. We'll protect. That trailer, like, okay, if I were to make like a tier list of the Magic the Gathering trailers, they have some really good ones, right? They have like the Crimson Vow trailer was awesome. The Innistrad trailer was pretty good. I liked that one a lot. I thought March of the Machines, like kind of around that time with the whole Phyrexian invasion, those were really good. They were like on something with those. The one where Elspeth comes in and kills Elesh Norn, that one is really good. Oh my god, so many oozes. And they're just gonna keep doing it. So I'm gonna attack because my guy's not getting any stronger. You know what I mean? This is my best chance to take one out. So all those trailers were really good. There are obviously some trailers where they're like not even trying. Like, what was that one that came out? It wasn't the Spooky House one, and it wasn't Foundations. They have like a few trailers which are just really cartoony, or like don't actually show anything. Like it's a lot of the same shot over and over again, like at different angles. I kind of felt that way about the Phyrexian one. Oh my god. Do we block? We block, right? Let's block. Let's do it. Let's stay in the game. And that one was like all statue guys, and it kind of was like all from different angles. It was very static, but I had the feeling like it was artsy. It was artsy, so it was redeeming. Chat, I don't think I'm gonna win this one. I don't think I'm gonna win this one, but I'm gonna just let them take the win because they worked for it, so they can attack me and they can have that win. But what was I saying? The War of the Spark trailer, though, is like above every other trailer that has ever been good in Magic the Gathering because, okay, unnecessary. Unnecessary. Just attack. You have the win. Just attack. Don't be obnoxious. Just attack. Please. I swear to God, if you don't attack right now, I'm conceding before you get the chance. Finally. War of the Spark, especially if you know Liliana's backstory about like her brother and everything, is so emotional. It's emotional, it's cinematic. It gives me goosebumps still every time I watch it. And that is special. I think that's like a really, better record that loss. That's a really special skill. That's good storytelling. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Okay, chat, 4 losses. 2 wins. 4 losses, 2 wins. Do you think we can get another win? Or is this just an off day? Do you ever have that feeling like when you play? I don't know if you guys play Magic because you haven't told me. But do you ever get that feeling when you play that's like, I think this is just one of those days where the computer is giving me cards that don't work together? Thank you! Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Space Chorus. That vote of confidence means a lot to me. And this hand looks good. 2 cost, 2 cost, 3 cost, 6 cost. I think we'll get to the 6 cost. I think we'll do it. But do you ever get the feeling like the computer is just giving you bad hands? Like, I feel like it'll go on a streak of just selecting the same cards over and over again. Ooh, black, blue, milling my cards for me. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Give me the land. I appreciate that. Let's get Dreadhorde in there because the sooner we can stack that, the better off we'll be. Yeah, so like I feel like the computer will focus on the same few cards for a while, and you'll get the same cards over and over again in like every single draw. And if those cards aren't working together, and that's probably why people say you don't need more than 60 cards to make a good deck because it's all the same cards. You always know what you're gonna get, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, have fun though. Have fun. You know what I mean? How about don't hate fun? And to me, it's not fun if it's just the same boring old stuff over and over again. I found a deck list online. That was this like green, white, boy, they're efficient. This green, white enchantment token life gain deck. It's pretty fun. I made it. It's pretty fun. I got pretty high with it. I think I used that deck to get up to diamond. I think that's the deck that I used. But like, I got so bored. I got so bored. I hate Counterspell. I hate Counterspell. Blue players hate fun. I hate Counterspell. I hate Counterspell. I got so bored with that deck, chat. It was the same. What was it even? I don't even remember the cards in that deck. Okay, that's an L, chat. That's 5 losses. We are officially having a bad day for this deck. We're officially having a bad day. I don't want to say that this deck is bad because I feel like you're not seeing how good this deck can be, but it's just one of those days. It's one of those days. Let's dive in. Let's try another one. If we lose this one, I think that'll be the sign that we're not going to make it to silver today. And we need to let the computer chill out a little bit. It's the computer's fault. And that green-white deck was really good. It had everything in it, but I just got so bored. So since then, I'm like, is it even worth it to rank that high if I'm not having fun? And so here we are. Here we are, playing our last game, the one that'll make or break this day. Grab a swamp. And I think with 3, we're going to be able to play just about everything that we have here. What you're not seeing is that I have a lot of 1 and 2 cost cards in this deck that function in a really important way for me. So like, I have Spectacle of Destruction like 4 times in this deck. I have a bunch of like Murder, Fell, Cut Down, a bunch of that stuff. I have a bunch of little like Trespasser's Curse, Torment of Scarabs. These like little things that just kind of pick at the opponent. You're not seeing those because the computer is not giving them to me. So, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. I know what that is, so I'm going to let them draw however many cards they would like to. I'm not going to take that risk. But I will put in Grave Pact. And if you don't use Grave Pact in your black decks, you are missing out. Missing out. So much of what black is about is sacrificing creatures. You get that Grave Pact in there, you're making your opponent sacrifice creatures like it's nothing. Ooh, beautiful. We love to see it. Okay, here we go. Unstoppable Slasher. Try to stop my Slasher. Hash slinging Slasher. You can't. You can't. It's a nail biter. I know it just started, but you've been with me on this journey today. I really want to prove to you that this deck can be good. This deck can be good. Do it! I'm not even scared. Because watch this, watch this. She comes back, they sacrifice a creature. Sure, they were ready for that. Next time maybe they won't be. Who knows? Who knows? All right, draw your card. I think we can do Liliana Scrounger. I want to get the creatures in there because I want them to kill my creatures and I want them to sacrifice creatures. I'm going to exile their Muriel so they can't bring that back. Just in case. Not that green-white really does that. It also gives me a zombie with Decayed. So when the zombie dies, they'll sacrifice a creature. This deck has a lot of Decayed in it, which you probably haven't seen because I haven't drawn a lot of those cards that use that decay mechanic. Is this deck doing too much? Maybe. Okay, but I can't pick a favorite. I can't pick a favorite mechanic. Maybe that's where you guys can help me because I want to get this deck to Mythic. So I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to tweak it. You should let me know like what mechanics you think are working really well for this deck as we see it and what you think I could trim down. Because I do think that there are cards in this deck that are workhorses that really, if I can get those cards, they work for me every single time. Spectacle of Destruction is a huge one because that's a card draw. Whoa, that's cool. Okay. Cool animation, I appreciate that. So yeah, I have a lot going on, okay? I have a lot going on. And every artifact that they lose makes their artifact token weaker. So yeah, you can draw a card. That's fine. Ooh, okay. This is where we get him. Hourglass Coven in. At the beginning of your upkeep, make a token. At the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card. Them, they discard. All right, this one has Decayed. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with it because they have a lot of damage on the board. So let's make them sacrifice. Sacrifice. Get out of there. I feel like this is a close game, chat. What do you think? What do you think? Uh-oh, who's that? Oh, no.
I've made it just in time.
Yeah.
Make room.
Okay, okay. Sacrifice all creatures they control not chosen. Oh. I didn't get to choose my creature. Dang rip. That's okay, because Dark Duress makes them discard. That's good too. Yeah, draw a card. Yeah, sure. See what I mean about a board wipe? They were feeling insecure. They were uncertain. So they used a board wipe. You gotta have a board wipe. Ooh. Okay, Raider's Wake. We remember what that one does. I think that leaves us enough for Rotten Reunion, which I'll do for this guy. Which is good, because I had a flashback ability. So now they don't get to use that. I am going to go ahead. What is this? What is this exclamation mark? I don't know what that is.
Time is up.
I don't know what that was. card, baby. Get out of there. It may have just been a land, okay? But every less card in their hand makes them less powerful. Everything counts. And now we have the most damage on the board. Oh my god. This bitch. It's alright, we still have Grave Pact. We'll attack with our zombie that has Decayed. They'll have to sacrifice it. It's fine. I hope we get something that's not a land next draw. Oh my god! Did I just jinx it? Alright, here's what we'll do. Warlock class, we're going to amp up the amount of damage that they take when they lose life. Or vice versa. Vice versa. We will attack with both of these so that they have maximum damage. The zombie with Decayed is going to make them sacrifice their creature. I think we could have this in like 2 turns. Out of there. Out of there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And it's so cool because it's Liliana-themed, I feel like it's like what she would do. It like has her personality, you know? Okay, I'm gonna add a win. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. So we are at 5 losses, 3 wins, 8 games total. Let's see if one more game, we can get one more win and we can make it to silver today. I will be so happy if we make it to silver. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I just want to thank you guys too for hanging out with me today. It's always taking a chance when it's like a tiny streamer. So I've been having fun. I hope you've been having fun. I do this a lot in my free time anyway, so I figured I'd make some friends. Okay, so right off the bat, 3 land, good split. 2 cost, 3 cost, 3 cost, 4 cost. I think we're gonna do fine. I think we're gonna do fine. 4 cost, it's fine. No one panic. I'm sure we'll get another land, right? I'm sure we'll get another land. Okay, we can get... let's do Trespasser's Curse. Tainted Remedy is a good one as well, but I think this is a good first one to get. Are they gonna fucking counter it? Oh my god. I like to do the sleeping face because... are they gonna fucking counter it again? Oh my god. Because I don't want a blue player to ever think they're getting to me. They're not really like worthy of emotions. So check this. Check this. 2 colors. I'm gonna get 2 life. It's gonna be so choice. So I give them the sleeping face because I'm sure that they think that they're really cool. So I want them to know that I find them boring. That's kind of like my thought with it, my philosophy. Sorry to anyone in the chat who's a blue player. I just feel like every blue player you meet, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Every blue player that you meet thinks they are hot shit. They are like, I am God's gift to the game of Magic. I am so smart. I am so much better than anyone else. So it brings me extra special pleasure to twirl on a blue player. Oh my god, they keep returning it to their hand. I hate that so much. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, Shark Typhoon. That's actually a really cool card, I think. Because that's like Sharknado. Have you guys seen Sharknado? Man. I think Sharknado was my first... No, I think it was Birdemic. That was my first, like, B-list horror movie. I don't know if that's even considered B-list, or is that just considered, like, really bad in general? What is B-list? Is B-list, like, A-list adjacent? Like, it's the actors that are kind of big, but, like, not award-winning? Or, like, I'm not really clear on where all that is, but Birdemic and Sharknado are probably my all-time favorite, like, bad horror movies. And Piranha. Piranha, the new one with Adam Scott. That movie is so fucking funny. It's really, really funny. I love that movie. Why was I talking about this? Sharknado. So I have to appreciate a shark tornado. You know? That's like a... I see you. I appreciate that. I love a good horror theme in a game. Can you not exile my boys, please? What do you guys think? I don't have any creatures in my graveyard now, so I can't bring back that guy to kill anyone. There's no one to bring back, so I think I'll play... Should we draw a card? Because the Crypt Feaster isn't going to save me. I can play this. It's good. It's not going to save me. It's not going to give me life. Go blank is fine. They don't have a lot of cards to discard. So I don't think that would be the best use of that card. Ghoul Raiser, there's no one to bring back from the graveyard. So do we do the pay 2 life and draw a card option? What's the best that could happen? What if it's land? That could be really good. I'm going to do it. Oh my god, it was land. That's fine, because I can still play my... Let's do go blank. I think that's a good idea. Cause yeah, look at the purple cards, and that'll get those out of there. Yeah. I'm gonna go for the invasion. Let's see if they block me. Will you let me have my invasion, please? Please? Chumped it. They chumped it. It's fine. It's technically within your rights to chump my guy. You can't destroy it. That probably wasn't the point. They wanted to make more sharks. Oh, it's so many sharks, guys. I don't know how I'm going to fight off all those sharks. Okay, we have land. We have maidens. Zombies. Crypt Feaster is in. I can't really afford to pay any more life, so I'm going to do Ghoul Raiser. Doesn't matter that there's nothing to bring. I'm going to go for it again. They're going to chump it. It's fine. It still gets a shark off the board, you know. I don't think it's going to save me. I don't think it's going to save me. Unless they're AFK. Oh. Dare to dream, right, chat? Here we go. My feaster! Oh no. I was gonna say GG, but then I stopped myself because I remembered that you never say GG to a blue player. Just kidding. Be nice to everyone. Be nice to everyone. We're all friends who like Magic, even if you are a blue player and hate fun. 6 losses, 3 wins. It's just a bad day. I'm telling you, it's just a bad day. I know this deck can do better, even as it is right now. Let's try one more, make it an even 10 games. And if we don't make it to silver, we weren't meant to make it to silver today, chat. The Magic gods have decided. And I have to accept that. I have to accept that fate. And it's okay. It's okay. Doesn't mean I'm bad. Okay. Doesn't mean I'm bad. We have a Nichols Bolas. Okay, so here's the thing. 2 land. 2 cost 3, 3, 4, 5. But we have Spectacle of Destruction in the opening hand. I think it's going to be good. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Am I down? No, okay. Okay, we do have a board wipe on. We have Blasphemous Edict. It's expensive. But maybe we'll get there. Oh my god, this does not look good. This does not look good, guys. Oh my god. We really need some land. Should I be mulliganing? Is that something you guys do? Do y'all take mulligans when you play this game? Here we go. Spectacle of Destruction. We have a counter on it. What's cool about this is that you seek a non-land card when you remove a counter from it. And that's really good, because when you're in a land rut, you need non-land. And that's why this card is so good. Here we go. It just so happens that it doesn't help me this time, but I will use Baleful Mastery, and I'll get that guy out of there. And that's an exile, so that's really good. What was I saying? Do you guys take mulligans? I never take mulligans. I don't believe in mulligans. You know, you lose a card. And I'm just like, is it worth it? It's not usually. For me. Maybe I'm just not doing it right. Oh my god, why do we have no land? This feels cosmic, guys. I'm gonna discard... Do I have any 5 costs in here? Blasphemous Edict. But you gotta hold on to a board wipe. I'm gonna ditch that guy. Because we can bring him back. No problem. But it's not even like if someone makes you discard a card, at least you get to have that in your graveyard, which works really well for my deck. But a mulligan is like... I feel like it always starts me off on the wrong foot, and then I can never recover. You know? Oh my god, they're so obnoxious. No, I can't hate that. I like white green. I can't hate that. Okay, but I have no land. This is like weird. I have a lot of land in this deck. Probably don't need Liliana spoils. I don't know if we can come back from this, guys. Oh, they got Heliod in there. Man. I don't know about that. predictable. But at least, I don't know, I like to think that if my Spectacle of Destruction is pulling my non-land cards for me, then maybe I'll get a land next. You know? Does that make sense? They're being really obnoxious right now. And I'm glad I have my board wipe, but I'm thinking it's going to be too late. Look at those squirrels. Oh my god, this is so obnoxious. So then you get to the point, like, do you just concede and, like, accept defeat? Or do you let them take their victory? I would like to let them take their victory because they've earned it, because they won, you know. But when they start doing shit like this, like, I have a life, man. Yeah, no, I'm just, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for your squirrels. Okay. Fortunately, we didn't lose any of the rank that we earned today. We are at the highest bronze tier, but we're ending up 7 losses. Can you see it? 3 wins. Can you see it? Can you see it? 7 losses, 3 wins. We were not meant to make it to silver today, and that's okay. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next stream. But I am going to come back and stream more of this because I had a lot of fun, and I want to refine this deck, and I want to make it to Mythic with this deck. That is like a dream that I have. So hopefully you guys will join me on this journey. And it was really nice to meet you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. So thanks for watching. Bye.